Hi guys, my name is Alex, I'm a sex coach. Welcome back to another Friday episode of Fridays with a Sex Coach. My name is Alex, I'm a sex coach. Today we're back on BuzzFeed doing nothing good, nothing too informative, but today I'm playing a game. This time I'm taking a quiz to see if I'm credible to give sex advice on the internet. This is a sex quiz, and the headline is, this sex test has only 14 questions. And I bet you can't get 9 out of 14 correct. If I get 14 out of 14, you have to subscribe. It's just how it works. But hopefully I'm gonna put my sexpertise to the test and be worthy of my job as a sex coach. If not, if I don't get 9 out of 14, then I might have to retire or move on to something else. Let's get into it. Is penis size really related to shoe size? I'd like to say no. I don't think it is at all. So let's go with that. Correct. It's not. And here's the study that proved it. So apparently there is a study out there that proved that it was not related to it. But yeah, it's not, because, I mean, otherwise my penis would be freaking huge. And, well, I won't get into that. If you had to describe the shape of the clitoris, what object would you compare it to? So, I know the answer to this. A button, a wishbone, or an eraser. So I think a lot of people would say a button or an eraser because they're thinking about the thing that we can see. However, being the expert that I am, I know that the clitoris has actually 2 legs that go down. And so it looks more like a wishbone. It almost looks exactly like a wishbone. It's just that most of it is internal. So there you go. Correct. It looks like a wishbone. Yep, and when most people think of the clitoris, they think of the small visible part. Right. When aroused, the vagina can expand to about twice its normal size. So I know the vagina expands. Does it expand to twice its size? I don't know about that. I'm going to say true though, because I know it does expand. It's whether it expands to twice the size or not. I'm going to say true though. Correct. Nice. Okay. So far so good. What is the average length of an erect penis? So, I believe the average length is 5.5, which would put that between 5 and 7 inches. Obviously, it's not going to be between 8 and 9 inches, and I don't think between 3 and 5, because like I said, I think the average is 5.5. And just put that in perspective for a second. Let's take a step back. Does penis size matter? Okay, and all these guys are asking, does penis size matter? Is my penis too small? And they're thinking that, yeah, it's because my penis isn't 8 or 9 inches. That's why they're thinking it's too small, when the average is 5.5. So if your penis is anywhere near that, then of course it's going to be fine. But beyond that, it doesn't matter anyway, because most sexual pleasure is derived through mental stimulation. It's derived through psychological stimulation. If you can turn your partner on, keep them aroused, immerse in the experience, then what you're doing to their privates isn't going to matter as much. Between 5 and 7, my final answer. Correct. Nice. Yeah, 5.5 was the number that stood out to me. Lust and love activate the same part of the brain. That is an interesting one. I'm gonna have to say false. Right, okay, they activate 2 separate parts of the brain. Lust triggers parts of the brain that control pleasurable feelings associated with sex and food, but love triggers parts of the brain associated with habits. Interesting. Sex basically activates the reward system. So right, sex and food and other kind of rewards like that, biological rewards. I don't know if I would have thought of love as being associated with habits. I don't know, that's interesting to me. But anyway, I got it right, so I'm still a pretty great sex coach. Alright, what percent of penises worldwide are circumcised? This I have no idea. This would be a pure guess. I'm going to guess on the lower end, 30%, because I think most of the world is not circumcised. So I'm going to go with 30. Nice. Got it right. Okay, I'm doing extremely well. I would say I'm shocked, but you know, I'm a sex coach for a reason. Now I'm just looking arrogant. Next question. Penises used to have spikes all over them. What? Is this some kind of trick question, or is it just flat out false? I'm gonna say false. Okay, so apparently it was true. I mean, you're comparing chimps to humans. That's not fair. You know, because chimps are so far removed. I mean, we have so many human ancestors between then where the spikes would have been removed. So, I mean, come on. Alright, approximately how many nerve endings does a clitoris have? It is 8,000 for sure. I know that for a fact. And if this says anything otherwise, then it's wrong. And I'm going to end the video right now. 8,000, right. And the penis only has 4,000. I know those numbers, so it's just what it is. I just know these numbers. Wearing socks during sex can actually increase your chances of having an orgasm. That, I think, is true only based on one study, so I'm not sure if it's actually generalizable to the public, like where if you wear socks all the time, you're going to have an orgasm. In this one study, I believe they did demonstrate that to be true for the subjects of the study. Right. Yes, it was a study in the Netherlands. Couples were 30% more likely to orgasm with warmer feet. And I think that's more about a comfort thing. If you're more comfortable, you're more able to be relaxed in an experience, and you're more able to be immersed in that experience. And so if you're not thinking about how cold you are, then you're obviously going to be able to have more headspace for pleasure. So that makes sense. Next question. Natural vaginal lubricant contains a substance called squalene, which is also found in the liver of which animal? This is a tough one. I want to say that it's not the monkey. Snake and shark, I am not quite sure. For some reason, I'm thinking shark. Wow. Okay, it just says weird but true. I don't know if this is a necessary question about sex. Like, I don't know. All right, next question. The penis is a muscle. That is false. There is a muscle in it, but it's not what it is. It's kind of like a sponge that fills up with blood and gets hard when it's completely filled. So I'm going to say false, the penis is not a muscle. Right, according to the NHS, contrary to popular belief, the so-called love muscle does not contain any muscles. That's why you cannot move it very much when it's erect. The penis is a kind of sponge that fills with blood when a man is sexually excited. I mean, am I the best sex coach ever? Or on average, how many calories does sex burn per minute? Dude, I should know this because I used to be a personal trainer. I'm actually still certified as a personal trainer. However, I didn't usually prescribe sex as a workout or a calorie burn. So, how many calories does sex burn per minute? I would say it depends on the position you're in. I don't think this answer is going to be accurate or really relevant to everyone, because you could be laying down doing absolutely nothing and you're not going to burn many calories at all. Otherwise, you could make it a crazy freaking whatever you're doing and make it a crazy calorie burn. I'm going to go with 6 to 8 because it's in between. It's probably 10 to 15, but I just don't think that that's true. Okay, it's 3 to 4. Okay, great. See, I thought they were going to over-exaggerate rather than say what it actually is. And yeah, it probably is 3 or 4. It's not going to be much. Next question. A person can get pregnant without having intercourse. Yeah, I mean, there are fertility clinics everywhere. You can do in vitro. You can do all kinds of things without having intercourse. But see, are they asking the question fertility-wise? Because obviously, yeah, you can get pregnant without having intercourse, but it's going to involve some sort of scientific intervention. But I'm going to say true that you can get pregnant without having intercourse, because you truly can. Through science, you can. Okay, great. Okay, so they're saying, like, if you somehow get sperm inside, then you can get pregnant. Very unlikely. Yeah, okay, I was thinking completely differently, but I still got it right, so that's all that matters. I think this is the final question. How effective are condoms at preventing pregnancy and STI transmission? I think they're 98. I don't think they're 99.9. 99.9 seems excessively good. I'm going to say 98. Right, okay. Wow. Awesome. 12 out of 14. I scored better than 100% of all other quiz takers. I'm a certified sexpert. Congratulations, your brain is jam-packed with sex info. Now go put all that knowledge to good use. Okay, hopefully I am putting it to good use by teaching other people how to have better sex by being a sex coach. And so, yeah, there you go. If I didn't just prove that I am the most credible sex coach on the internet, then I don't know what else I could do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something, maybe some weird fact that now you can take another sex quiz and do just as great as I did. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, See you guys next week with more videos every single weekday. Go out there and have some amazing sex. Bye, guys.